Hey everybody, it's Chugga Conroy! Welcome back to more Okamiden! In the last episode, we got here to Ryoshima Coast, rejuvenated the land back to its former glory, and got this awesome music, which was a real picker-upper after what happened to Kuni. But in this episode, on that note, it's time to begin searching the world for Kuni. Because we cannot just leave that there if Nanami knows that he is alive somewhere. Did you see? Curzon is gone. I have no idea how or why. But who cares? This is great. Well, no time to chat. These fish won't deliver themselves. So he's going to be off to deliver his fish. Just like always, there are tons of fishermen in Ryoshima Coast. Can you blame them, though? If this music played all the time in real life, I would be a fisherman, too. Oh, blimey. Apparently we have Australians in ancient Japan. I get weak in the knees just looking at the sea. I never thought I'd be one to survive a shipwreck. My days as a fisherman are over. From now on, I'll live by toiling in the land. So, he talks more about the sunken ship out there, saying that he survived the shipwreck to that. Right here, we unfortunately are going to interrupt the awesome music because we have a merchant to talk to. Hello there, would you like to see my wares? You bet I would. Let's see here, we have Holy Bone M, Spirit Ink M, so we have some higher ranks of the items that we already had. There will store 5 each. Divine Sake, of course, 5 each there. We have the S levels here, which, you know, small, medium, and large, because we already got an Ink Pot L in the last episode, which is large. And we have the other exorcism items here, which we can get, as well as the sakes, but I don't really have anything in here that I want to grab right now, but you might. Up to you. I think I'm pretty good on items, in all honesty, because you don't need many items in Okami, or Okamiden. I always say Okami, like Okamiden is Okami, and while it does reuse a lot of stuff, it is pretty unique. The ocean is peaceful and relaxing, and now that I'm done with my fishing today, maybe I'll go see a play. Heard the playhouse in the commoners' quarters is the bomb. The bomb! So now we know where that saying came from. It's from ancient Japan. No, not really. But that is a bit of a hint to where we have to go. So the playhouse in Seion City's commoners' quarters is an area that we did not go to in Okami because it didn't exist yet. So we're going to take all that. And we got a cherry bombable area right here. Stop interrupting my awesome music, annoying brush sound, please. Just go in here. Whoa, that was weird. That was kind of odd. I looked up my capture because it lags a few seconds behind, and it's kind of funny how that looked because I was able to see it both on my DS and in the capture window, so I was just like, that looked really weird, and I'll get to see it a third time in editing, and maybe I'll just play it back over and over again to say that I saw it more times than that, because I'm weird like that. So, man, I tell you, hey look, he's talking to himself. Man, I tell you, I decided to go stay on for some shopping, okay? I get there and lo and behold, there are demons running around. No way I'm going back there now. So his name is Man, and he's like, man, that happened, all that stuff. Right here we have a prayer slip. Prayer slip with roused gratitude. We're gonna need that a bit later, so you want to pick that up. And this right here, normally I don't mind Okamiden having a D-pad, thinking that they made up for it pretty well, especially playing it on a 3DS with the analog stick, even though it's just mapped. But this area always bugged me. It was always really tough for me to get up there. Okay, there. Blah. I've had many failed attempts getting up there in other files in this adventure, and it's just, it really does bug me. So we're gonna go out into the pier right here. That rhymed. Because there's actually stuff for us to do out here. You can always power slash those lanterns if you want. No, you can't understand me, dog, but I need a vent. Old lady went into the city to go see a play or something. They got a lot of great plays there, or so I hear. Anyway, she just left me and our daughter to fend for ourselves. Play crazed girl. Ooh, a little doggy! You see that falling star recently? It's so rare to actually see one. If you make a wish 3 times on one, they say it'll come true. Before I could wish to be the great actress like Kagu, it disappeared somewhere over Ryoshima. That is a bit of a foreshadowing for later, so remember that. Dad's boat hasn't come back yet. I don't want to be all... That is so sad. What if something happened to his dad? I don't know. Maybe it has, maybe it hasn't, but still, that is just the saddest thing I've read all day. And I'm saying that because the stuff that happened to Kuni... Well, actually, no, I'm recording this the same day that stuff happened to Kuni. Never mind, that's the second saddest thing I've heard today. Sorry, kid. I feel sorry for you, but Kuni takes priority. I'm sorry. That's a nice thing to say to a kid who's worried about his father's safety. Really, wow. Sympathy of the Year award right here to Chugga Conroy. Oh my god. That is one of the worst things I think I have ever said. Think before you speak, Emil. Oh well. So we got some stuff that we can bloom right here as normal. We got a chest right there, and we get some praise for that. We're actually getting kind of close to a level already. I'm kind of glad, but at the same time, I'm kind of baffled that we're getting that close. We have an Ami toy right there. We've already gotten that, so that isn't that big of a deal. Apparently, that demon's like, I wanted that toy! Curse you for being able to open chests! I'm just a piece of paper! I can't open it! So I'm going to kill you and take it from you! Because that's exactly what demons talk like. Who knew that toys of the great goddess that once destroyed their entire population are so sought out after among demons? Well, I don't know, maybe they want to use it as like a punching bag, or if it was a picture of her, maybe a dartboard. Maybe the demons do take paintings from Isun for that reason. Oh well. And I will sum that battle up, because I cut it out, in 7 words. I hate ice lips! Really, I hate ice lips! Oh my god. Here we have a pheasant, lowly pheasant, you're a peasant. They're gonna pay, I tell ya. I was out trying to snatch up some grub for my family, you see. While I was out, some piece of crud demon came and killed them all. That is horrible! I'm gonna nail that otherworld reject to the wall, see? I just need to round me up a posse. Any ideas where I could find me one? I'm sure the villagers of Yakushi Village would love to join in avenging dead pheasants. You're such a stand-up guy, you know. I'll try and find a posse there. So, we invited him to go live in Yakushi Village, raising our population, and it flew off, apparently. We get some more praise for that. God, what is this? We have such cheery, upbeat music, and like we have like, I'm worried my dad died. I'm gonna kill you for a plushie. My children were all killed by a demon. What is this? This is so sad. Stop ruining this upbeat music. It's just like, I like that it's like, how dare you have your family killed? You're ruining the upbeat music. Anyway, hey there, boy. Did you see that shooting star that fell about 10 days ago? A group of people found some ruins where it fell. Ah, a bit more foreshadowing. Right here we have a dandelion. Can't do anything about that yet, but we will. Again, like I said, they're kind of the replacement of clovers, but of course we don't have the power to use that yet. So, we'll head in here. And we have yet another Nirvana hole. However, right here we have some of those red fairies that we can take care of. If I recall, though, I don't think this one is really worth your time, because as you can see, it is being blocked by ice, and we can't do anything about that yet. So, we'll need to come back here later. I just wanted to show that it's here, just for the sake of showing you now that we're not missing anything. And is there anything else at all for us to do? Oh! This guy has a line that I like a lot. I don't have any food for you. Shoot, shoot. Okay, he has a line that I like later on. Hey there, doggy. I'm inside Chibi's butt! Okay, that was kind of bad. I was just like, this guy's line I like, I don't have any food for you, go away. I'm just like, yeah. Of course. Just when I'm like, I know the dialogue in this game. No, you don't. So that's pretty much all we have to do here in South Ryoshima Coast for the time being. So, what do you say we head into town? Seion City, the capital of Nippon. Let's go. Well, this was quite the step down. Why can't this be the depressing area where people are talking about death all the time? I don't know. But there are a few things for us to do here. We got a bunch of trees that we can bloom once again, of course. Standard stuff for any area in Okamiden. We have this over here. And we have a diamond-shaped puddle of water, because rendering circles is very tough on the DS's hardware. Now, Commoner's Quarters, I will say, is an extremely faithful recreation of how it was in Okami. Like, I'm really legitimately impressed by it, and by the way, this is the new playhouse they were talking about. I am so sorry to whoever's house was once here. You are now homeless because they needed entertainment. I can't stand it any longer. I can't get the sounds of those demons out of my head. Somebody do something, please. So that's a bit of a hint to what we gotta do. Yeah, get rid of the demons. That's a great hint to what we have to do. Up here. Look at that, we got demons to get rid of. So, we have a helpless little girl right there. It is time for us to step in and save the day because she's not going to help us do it. So, we have our glaives here to take out red imps. Yeah, having Sumagari as our first glaive. Really awesome that we have that to help us take out red imps. Because they, quite frankly, don't stand a chance against you. Look at that. Yeah, that is how good the glaive is in Okamiden. Granted, I liked it as a sub-weapon in Okami, not so much as a major weapon with the Wii controls, but with PS2 controls it wasn't bad. So, we did that. And... Hey, you! Pikachu! If you're gonna save me, then get over here and do it! Were you scared? Is that why you hesitated? Those are some pretty gaudy markings you have there. I guess the other dogs pick on you for being different. No? Well, good for you then. Now, take me to the playhouse. You're not gonna tell me you don't know who I am, are you? Have you been living in a cave? I'm Kagu, and I'm the most popular child actor in the land. If I tell you to jump, you ask how high in midair. Oh no, don't give me that look. Take me to the theater and I'll give you some comp tickets. That's a pretty sweet deal, right? He really is Ami's child. Come on, I overslept, and Father will kill me if I'm late. Just let me hop on your back. You know, in all this time, you could have just run over there on your own in less time than it took to convince us to carry you. But with that, we have a very flashy introduction to Kagu. She is based on mythology, but it's a bit of a spoiler, so I won't talk about it like right now, but I will in a bit. How about I give you a name as a reward? Let's see, you're a cute little dog, so I'll call you Pooch. Sound good? Poor Chibi. Now, her name is actually a lot meaner in the Japanese version. Her nickname for Chibi in the Japanese version, no joke, is useless. Yeah, that's kind of extreme-ish. Now, we have demons that are blocking things here. This place to stay away, I think. We have this place over here. I have a bad feeling this place better stay away, I think. So, a lot of areas are kind of limited to us right now. We can't really go and do anything about that right now. Right here we have a history scroll, which is going to be useful to us in a bit. Right over here, we actually have a really interesting NPC. Momotaro is a character from mythology in a story by the same name. Have you ever seen that boy with the peach headband? That is probably the most well-known story from mythology. It was referenced in many other Japanese games, a prime example of one of my favorite Japanese games being Os Tatakai Owendon 2. So, if you've ever played that, that is referenced in the story of that old man who has the peach headband. Basically, whatever happened if he got old without fulfilling the prophecy. So, I can't play my ogre games with all these demons running around. Hey, you're the white rice. You're a white rice cake, or not? You're kind of small. More like white dango. What's the matter, White Dango? You hungry? Do you want some of that kibi dango my grandmother made? If you do, you haven't become one of my retainers. So, he will actually have some stuff for us to do in a little bit, but he does not right now, unfortunately. But I did want to show that he's there because he's a reference to quite possibly the biggest mythological story, which I don't think was referenced in Okami, which is really odd because that is kind of the most well-known fairy tale in Japan. I don't know why, but oh well. At least it's referenced now. What the heck is this? The playhouse is called Purgatory now? Well, that's kind of how I felt when my parents took me along to go watch plays I didn't care about as a kid. Okay, I had to. And the door is locked, so listen up, Pooch. We're gonna use the rear entrance. Well, I mean, come on. Like, when your parents, like, have you watch, like, Annie as a kid, it's like, and you're a boy, it's like, it pretty much is purgatory having to watch that musical. It's just like, as a kid, I hated musicals. Like, my parents would always want me to watch them, or like we'd watch them in school, and I'd just be like, I'm a boy. I don't care about this crap. I want to see you blowing each other's heads off. I mean, granted, I got an appreciation for musicals later, especially Disney music, like, as I got older, but, like, as a kid, I remember as a kid, I was probably the only child that didn't like, you know, Disney musicals right off the bat, because I was just like, okay, seriously, people ask you a question and, like, you're singing, like, a 6-minute song about your answer. Why is nobody looking at you awkwardly? I mean, doesn't anyone say yes or no anymore when they're asked a question? Oh, well, that was just how I thought of it as a kid. I have a much bigger appreciation for musicals now that I'm older, but yeah. There we have a funny mask, which is from the theater shop. I thought I would just show that that's there really quick and... slow down. Like I said, very faithful recreation of Seon City and Okami, but as a result, the frame rate pushes 10 a lot in this area. Over here we have a side entrance. It's locked. Alright, we'll just find another way in. So we have to come over here. And actually... remember the hint. Get rid of the demons. So we're going to follow that hint, and we're going to get rid of more demons. Now, I think this is going to have a new enemy in it. If not, it's going to be the first example of us showing Kagu fighting, so it doesn't matter. Okay, yeah. So, Kagu. She is amazing. I don't think she's quite as good as Nanami was in battle, but she's pretty dang close. Just watch this. She hops into the air, and she throws paper fans at the enemies, and she also will do some melee attacks as well. So, she is extremely cool in battle. She will just jump up into the air, float around, throw her fans all over the place. And what do you mean it did badly at partner up? I, like, never used a brush technique in that battle aside from the floral finisher. What else was I supposed to do? What, not charge my glaive so she can get a chance to attack? Give me a break. Thank you, Kagu. And you too, doggy. You can call him Pooch. Or Chibi. He works for me. I can't believe you got such a strong doggy to work for you. I guess it's because you're not normal. I'm not normal. What's wrong? Nothing. Just forget it. Come on, Pooch. We're going. So, perhaps we'll learn more about Kagu next time on Okamiden. We'll be doing just that when we're going into the playhouse. See you guys then.